What's up, y'all? What's up? As y'all can see right here, I'm sitting here bald scout. He teaches me right from wrong. He guides my steps, protects my path, and keeps me healthy and strong. I'm so grateful. So basically, y'all, this is the first video I did made in a long time. The last video y'all saw, I was in my hometown. I'm back home now. I just thought that I should share this experience online because when I cut my hair, the first time that I cut my hair, I made like a little video clip explaining why I cut my hair that time. You know what I mean? And this time it has something to do with that as well, but it's also a little bit of other stuff. Right here, I didn't cut off my hair. Now this time, you see where my hair is dyed at? This is how short my hair was when I first cut my hair and I dyed it. And this was the new growth from that. So now I cut my hair even shorter than what it was previously. Like, your girl got patches and everything. And honey, I didn't have any type of clippers or anything like that, so I am using some scissors. And honestly, I didn't think I would be able to achieve this with any scissors, but luckily, it worked. Y'all, when I did this in my hair, I said, oh Lord, I'm gonna be looking watermelon headed. But I'm gonna give you guys an explanation on why I'm cutting my hair this time and stuff like that. And this is just for memory purposes as well, because if you're going through a lot in your life or you just want a fresh start, a fresh beginning, you know, some people cut their hair and they call it rebirth, reborn, rebirth, whatever the case. I didn't tell you guys anything that like has been going on really like that, and I don't want to put too much tea out on in the world, but I did leave a TikTok video of me explaining a brief example of what I'm going through. So I can give you guys a summary on everything that I've been going through. And y'all, don't come for me, bro. I know I look beat, but just bear with me, okay? All within the process, bro. Real talk. So when I had cut my hair the first time, I had cut my hair because I always had some type of pride over my hair. And you know, that I would look at it in the form of some people, not everybody, some people when they wear makeup or they wear weave and stuff like that because they don't feel that themselves are pretty enough without it. So I would kind of look at it in that kind of aspect. So for example, I was very prideful over my hair. I cut my hair off before, but this was when I was like younger and I had like a little mohawk or whatever the case. If I have any pictures of that, then I would definitely display it. But yeah, I had a little mohawk or whatever. It was so cute. I had a little line and touch up and everything like that. You know, I went to school and stuff. This was when I was in middle school and I was being bullied for it. Like, I was being clowned at this point. Like, they were clowning me. And all in all, I loved the hairstyle. I loved the way that I looked in it. I didn't feel like I looked like a boy in it. I personally enjoyed it. But because of the opinions, criticizing from other folks, then it made me insecure about having short hair. So that's where that kind of developed from, me having pride in my hair and wanting my hair long. So as years went by and stuff like that, I was trying to temper with my hair, didn't know my hair type or anything like that. And then I came to the realization that I am a low porosity hair, so my hair would get dry extremely fast, so I have to continue to have moisture in order for my hair to grow. And if it doesn't have moisture, baby, that stuff going to be coming out. So after I grew my hair, this is how long that I grew my hair to, but in that state it was still damaged because around that time I was still wearing perms, I was still flat ironing my hair and stuff, and you know, it was just real bad. It looked healthy on this picture, but honey, it wasn't. So that's when I had decided to actually cut my hair. And like I said, I cut it to this length, and then this is the new growth here. Now recently, you know, my hair was growing. This is the state that my hair was in. It was looking all good, you know, had all the good stuff going on with it, you know. Curls was popping out a little bit because your girl didn't think that she could get curls, but baby, I had some curls, okay? But my hair grew out, like I said, to this length, and then, you know, I got around, I guess you say, a family friend or whatever the case. I kind of felt like it was happening to me all over again when I was younger. You know, a person will want you to do a certain thing that's based upon what they want you to do versus what you know that you don't want to do. I did it to please them, not because that's what I wanted. I had got a perm, so that's what had happened. And pretty much I didn't want a perm. And I feel like that's where this is all coming from. You know, me not allowing people to control my life and to do things that I actually like. And you know, and that's whether I get hate about it, people like it or not. I have to feel comfortable with being me and loving me for who I am and what I want to do. Because the world doesn't revolve around whoever those people are all the time. And first of all, I shouldn't be around the people if that's how they feel about me. When it comes to me just doing things that I like or doing things that I want to do, that makes me happy. So yeah, we done got to a point where I said I need to stop allowing other people to control my life. Like, simple as that. There was multiple reasons why I wanted to be more natural than anything. When I was younger, you know, I would see things and I would notice things when I was younger, and I would see that, you know, a lot of the people that were most like weren't my skin color, and they didn't have my hair type. And it also seemed as if even if they were black but they were mixed or whatever the case, you know, whatever it was, you know, they were liked. And you know, me being a people pleaser at that time, and you know, still kind of growing out of being a people pleaser, I'm on this whole little healer journey from stop doing the same stuff that I used to do. You know what I mean? That's what healing really is in general. It's just stop trying to do the things that you know that you shouldn't do, or you know, just growing out of old ways. That's what healing really is. So these people, they didn't look like me, they didn't have the same hair type as me and stuff like that. And honestly, around that time, I wasn't on Facebook, I wasn't on Instagram, I wasn't on all of these social media, so I didn't know nothing about none of that. Then that's when I started getting to a point where I felt like I just didn't fit in. Like, even now, I know that I still don't fit in to places, and I just feel like that's because I'm the black sheep. But then that's when I started taking pride in, you know, races that wasn't mine, you know, like white people, like people that always got that strand of hair, you know. I started perming my hair and stuff like that and trying to look as similar to them as possible, even though my skin color didn't change not one bit, you know. So, and I don't want that for myself. I want to embrace who I am, love who I am, and that's not trying to be somebody else. So yeah, that's why I am on this journey of cutting this perm out of my hair, because I knew deep down that's not what I wanted. That's not the reason why I cut my hair in the first place. I want my hair to grow naturally as possible and have all of that black queen in it, you know what I mean? So regardless of what people think or not, and as y'all can see, I cut this hair as low as possible as I possibly can to make sure that I get all of that perm out of my hair, because I don't want it. Simple as that. back to the rebirthing thing, you know, people cut their hair for rebirthing. That's another reason why I had cut my hair the first time that I cut my hair, and this is also the second time that I'm gonna do it because of that. You know, sometimes you just be through a lot in life, and like recently I just had a whole breakdown with, you know, it's not surprising to me, but at the time that it happens, then it is surprising. You know, when you know someone for all your whole entire life, and or maybe you just got to know them like a couple of years ago or something like that. For example, my grandfather, I didn't even know he was my grandfather. I thought somebody else was actually my grandfather until I met him. Well, he met me before, but I didn't meet him. Like, I wasn't consciously aware that he was my grandfather. And you know, that's when I began to look up to him and stuff like that, and saw his ways and stuff like that, and kind of, I was intrigued in what he would do, how he would do things and stuff like that. And it took me to move in with the guy to realize that, you know, all of these things that, you know, I was very surprised to see and witness, because I didn't see him as that before. So I kind of just went through something like that right now, and you know, it just reminded me of that time, and it just brought back a lot of trauma. You know, that's another reason, you know, just letting go of the past and letting go of things that's set before you to discourage you from whatever it is, and set you back in however way it's trying to set you back in. You know, rebirth, renewing, and all of that stuff. So I'm not ashamed of what I'm doing, and some people may have problems, some people may not, some people may understand, but that is, you know, people don't know why people do certain things that they do. My camera's about to die, hold on. So yeah, like I said, everybody might not know what you plan to do, or, you know, the reason why you do certain things and stuff like that. And honestly, that should be the least of their concerns. They should just, you know, get with the picture at that point. For the judging people, criticizing people when they don't even know them or their situation, then, you know, that's stuff that I'm currently trying to grow through, because I'm a very sensitive person. Like, I can be very tough at times, but that's out of protection for myself because I've been through so much. But personally, I'm a very sensitive person. Sometimes I have to not allow my emotions to control me all the time. So I'm a huge empath, like huge empath. Like, I can feel that somebody else feels some type of way about me, about something, you know. They don't even gotta tell me. I just know, you know, intuition, down pat, you know what I mean, all that. So I just be knowing, and you know, then that's when I feel some type of way. Or you know, I listen to affirmations, and this one affirmation, it says, other people cannot control how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I need to get to the realization. Like, you know, I need to get a point in my life that they can't make me feel any type of way about myself, you know. And that's usually what it be. Them trying to make you feel some type of way about yourself, make you feel some type of way about the way that you're going about things, or why you want to go about something in a certain way. And it just be like, can I just live my life? Can I just live my life? Raised us and said all of our lives that we can be whatever we wanted to be, do whatever we wanted to do, and it doesn't seem like that's the case. Because anytime I have an opinion of anything, then all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. Like, what's just happening? What's happening? What is happening? The main thing that really caused trauma towards me, for real, is when I can see a manipulator from a mile away. Like, for real. But yeah, So that is the reason for me cutting my hair. And enough of this rambling, because I've been rambling for a good little minute, but I just want you guys to see the whole picture here. And for those of you guys who've been in situations like this or are currently going through a situation like this and relate to everything that I pretty much just said as being a black queen, this video is for you. And I pray that this video touch as many souls as possible, because it ain't nothing but the truth. You guys, I just want to say this. The journey I'm on, I just want to let y'all know it is very, very vital, very, very precious, very, very everything to have self-discipline and self-control over yourself, because you can't control others. When you got that for yourself and you mastered it, that and more, but just with those two first for right now, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. Because, you know, we were not taught to, you know, taught the things that we should know, at least. You know, like how to value yourself, how to love yourself, have a high level of self-esteem, high level of respect and boundaries. You know, we're not taught that type of stuff. We have to just kind of learn it along the way. And when you get to a stage that I'm at, y'all keep in mind I'm 21 years old. 21 years old. My birthday was March 31st. I'm 21 years old. And you know, the earlier you know, the more room to grow. Not only just the earlier that you know, but the earlier that you start to practice these things is highly beneficial for your future. Because, you know, a lot of people don't know this type of stuff, and that's why we got ignorant people running around the world thinking that they can do whatever they want and it's okay to. And treat people however they want to treat people. That's another thing too. Like, I feel like taking off from girlfriend, boyfriend type of thing, marriage, wife type of stuff, just taking off that type of stuff. I feel like if you don't know how to treat a person, then you won't last in any relationship. It don't matter what it is. If you don't know how to treat people, you won't have friends. You won't have family members who's going to be there by your side. You won't have people there to support you. Now for me, my situation is a bit different. I've noticed things that people do and, you know, they're controlling, manipulative ways and stuff like that. Like, I can read that stuff very clear. It comes to me so quickly. So when I see something like that, then I just detach myself from whoever the person is, and that is what caused me to not have a lot of friends and, you know, people like that. You know, I just see through the dirt, and certain things I don't want to participate in, and that's a part of having boundaries and respect for yourself. You know, when you get to a point to where you want better for yourself and you see the same old stuff, or you see stuff that may be new to you, but it's still something that you wouldn't want to do because you have respect for yourself, then that also will allow you to branch off of people and, you know, not really care for too much relationships unless it's people that are actually there for you emotionally, mentally, physically. you know. I have a good majority of people, you know, it's a very small group. And, you know, every time I witness something like, you know, people that have big hearts and have good hearts only have a very little amount of friends, it always reminds me of many are called but few are chosen. Because when many are called, few are chosen, the Lord is calling on many people to do things, pretty much. But the people that actually pick up the phone are the people that are going to be the ones that's really available to do those things. Now, if you never pick up the phone, then it's just never going to happen. So, you know, you just have those few individuals out of a lump sum of people that will literally sit there and help you out of the lump sum of people that sit there and watch you struggle. For example, I was at Starbucks, and you know, I have 2 children, by the way. One of them is 2 years old, technically 3. And then the other one is 1 year old, because he'll be 1 in June. My baby getting so big. And it's May right now, and I was in Starbucks, and you know, they don't got automatic doors to where it open and stuff like that. So I got the stroller, I'm coming in with the stroller and stuff. I'm just struggling getting through that door. I'm struggling, but I wasn't struggling as much as I was when I was leaving out, because by that time I had stuff in my hand. I had my little Starbucks drinks, and there's plenty of people in Starbucks. Plenty of people in Starbucks. And they see me with these kids, with these drinks, and with this, with trying to open the door, and they all just sitting there looking at me. Like, literally, all of them sitting there looking, just staring, and nobody's helping. So I'm just like, okay, are these robots or are these people? Because I'm confused. And I even be having some moments like that in the building that I'm currently in. Like, they got a receptionist desk downstairs. You know, you got some of them people that be at the reception desk, they be really helping people when they, cause you know, we got a lot on our shoulders, especially because this is mainly a building with like a lot of single parents, single guardians. So some people that actually help. And then you got those other people who will be like, say for example, if my son was crying or something, I had to go downstairs to get some groceries. I don't know what is up with people and children crying. I'm not sure if they realize that that's what kids do, but they will be so quick to try to offer them something to help them to stop crying, which is like kind of like, it's really bad. To do that, because you like rewarding them for their behavior in order to make them be quiet, and that's not what I teach my kids at all. You know, I teach my kid, like, this is not how you behave in order to get what you want, you know, because then that's when they're gonna think that's okay all their lives. A lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to get groceries. Usually around this time it's just be like a lot of stuff happening all at once. And say my son start crying or something like that, and instead of just letting him cry until I'm finished getting the food that I gotta get in order for me to feed my children, they'll be trying to bring me my son in the midst of me carrying all of these dang-on bags and stuff, and I'll just be like, do you see that I got a lot going on right now in this short time period? Like, him crying is not ruining the world. You know, it just be stuff like that, you know. And, you know, you just got some of those people who will be there to help, and some of them people who just aren't. In my case, it's just a bit different for me. It's just when I notice certain stuff, and I'm not saying that's a reason why you know, it just reminded me of the many are called, few are chosen. But when I notice reason why I don't really have a lot of friends is when I just notice certain patterns and stuff like that, and I pick up on certain things that people be doing, then I'll be ready to ghost them 100%, because to be disrespectful, and I've addressed that it was disrespectful and they didn't like it, and not and whatever it is wouldn't be addressed that it was disrespectful in a disrespectful way. I'll be very respectful about it, but they just don't like me speaking up for myself. So that's another red flag. When it comes to me and having friends and stuff like that, or any relationship in general. And I'm not saying all people are like this. I think you just have to really run into the right people, but you know, majority of the time that's my experience with people. Coming from a understanding place that a person probably never been taught self-respect or respect in general. Because, you know, if a person can't respect themselves or to learn to respect themselves, they will never respect other people. Just coming from an understanding that they may be lacking some stuff, or they may been through a lot, or whatever the case. You know, never really know the situation. But I would rather distance myself from whatever abuse it is, or in general. So just speaking up for myself, you know? And it'd be real crazy that you having a voice would draw so many people to really hate you. People like me that experience things like this, girl, boy, guy, woman, man, sir, ma'am. We just gotta continue on the path of doing what's best for ourselves, and you know, whatever else that we may have planned, because a lot of people like that are usually people like me that really love to help people and comfort them however and stuff. That's why I had it really bad with people pleasing, which is why I'm trying to get into the career path that I'm trying to get into. I'm trying to be a medical assistant, but possibly end up being down the road, probably being a nurse or something like that. Who knows? But taking care of yourself is also taking control of what you eat and what you don't eat. A lot of this food out here is literally killing us, for real. And I have came to a final decision to start making my own food from scratch. I want to do a lot of stuff as far as like growing my own food and knowing exactly where my food is being harvested from. To get a herb book, like a herb book, like herbal remedies or something book. You know, they got plants and stuff out there that heals you naturally. People who know me personally, y'all know that I done said this about these dang on foods, for real. It's so deep. I already gave up pork, and my second thing that I'm trying to give up, I gotta do it in sections because it's so hard for me. But the second thing I'm trying to get rid of is beef. It is almost finished. So yeah, y'all, this is the finishing product and stuff like that. So based upon what I was saying and stuff, you know, I got this little script right here. And it was actually pretty good that I had that script, because I recently just had somebody say that to me, and I was like, wow, perfect timing, like, look. But yeah, I was like, wow, that is like literally right on time. So y'all, I didn't cut my hair like super duper short, and I'm just gonna give you guys a 360. It's very uneven. I even started to use this because I don't have a shaver, so I mean clippers, so yeah. I'm so grateful.